Sunday morning, YouTube. Matt and Roy back again. This is Sunday. Let's see, I believe this is October 10th or somewhere around there. Oh, this week's been kind of a blur. I want to give you an update on how everything's going with my mom. So it's going to be kind of a driving vlog today. The therapist came in this morning. This is the third time she's been here. And she's very happy with my mom's progress so far. I was a little concerned because I was going by the way my dad was when he had his knee surgery, and by this time he was up and walking, basically with just a cane. He didn't even have the walker anymore, and my mom still can barely walk with the walker. But the therapist put us at ease. She basically said my dad was abnormal. It is not average that somebody is going to recover that quickly. So the therapist is very pleased with the way my mom is doing. My mom still has limited mobility in the knee. I'm trying to remember the scale. They said there's like a 10-point scale for how much you can move your knee. 0 is best, 10 is the worst. She was at like a 3 this morning, so that was pretty good. Before this, the most range she had was a number 5, so she is getting better. She has to do her exercises 3 times a day. That's a given. If she doesn't, the knee will stiffen up, and of course she'll lose even more range of motion. She is icing it fairly often. The therapist doesn't want her to do it too much. The consensus is she can ice it for about 30 minutes about every 8 hours. And the reason I want to do any more than that is there's always a chance of infection, especially even though it's a sealed system. The water actually goes through a tube into a little plastic device that sits over the knee, and it actually cools it. But they're worried about infections if she uses that too much. But it does help because the knee tends to swell up after a few hours. But other than that, like I said, she's doing very well. I've been very busy around the house lately. I'm taking over all the duties that she used to do. I've always cooked in the house, but I have to clean the house. I have to do the laundry, which I'm doing this morning. I'm actually heading out right now to the store. I got to go to the dollar store and pick up, laundry detergent. I got to do fabric softener, bleach, and a few other things that we're running out of. And I must say, I definitely have a new respect for everything she used to do around the house, because it is a lot. And of course she also works full-time. Now you guys probably know that I help out around the house a lot, and I do work out of the house. I repair computers sometimes, but I don't actually have a full-time job. I'm still looking. So you guys out there that have mothers, definitely even if you don't live with them anymore, give them a call, tell them how much you appreciated what they did, because they really do a lot. And I appreciate everything my mother does for me every day of my life. And to me, doing this, helping her out, is the very least that I can do. And I actually get a lot of pleasure doing it. Well, give you another little update on the hurricane. Most of you guys probably know the hurricane went out to sea. Yay. We are, unfortunately, even though it's about 200 miles away from us, still seeing some of the effects of it. Right now, it's just kind of drizzling, not heavy rain, not like what we had Friday and Saturday. It's very cloudy out right now, and the wind's the big thing. We probably have sustained winds right now. I'd say about 25, maybe 30 miles an hour, with gusts. Gusts are getting up to about 45, 50 miles an hour. Thank God we really haven't had any power outages to speak of, at least not in my area. Now, Virginia Beach has had to deal with a lot. Not only power outages, but they've had a lot of flooding issues. And of course, what happens is when areas flood, because around here, most of our power lines are buried underground. When those areas flood, if there's any little break in that line, in the power line, they short out and you lose power. I was actually driving down the street here the other day, and I was looking at the manhole covers, and I would say a good 20 to 40% of them were bubbling up, which basically means that the groundwater is so saturated, it's actually filled the sewers, and the water is right at that line where to where it meets the street. So it's a good thing we're not getting heavy rain, because if we were getting heavy rain right now, we would be totally flooded out. It's just a fact of life when you live this close to sea level and this close to the ocean, that you are going to get flooding from time to time. And I must say, we've been very blessed over the last few years. We really haven't had that many flooding issues. Now, when I first moved down here, see, that was back in '97. 1 year after that, right as we were moving into our house, we had some really bad storms. We had a couple nor'easters hit back to back. One, it seemed like it was every weekend. And there's an area, it's not too close to us, it's maybe a couple hours away, called Franklin. And man, they got inundated with water. Their entire downtown was completely flooded. All the businesses were ruined, and it took them a good 2 to 3 years to actually get back to normal. It was really a disaster. And if you guys want to learn more about what happened, there's YouTube videos and there's still articles you can read about that. Well, I'm almost here at the dollar store, so I'm going to pause the video for now, and I'll show you guys what I pick up. Talk to you in a little bit. All right, guys. Well, I just left the thrift store and the dollar store. Found a few good items. You know, the thrift store was kind of eh. They had stuff out from yesterday, but nothing really new. The dollar store, on the other hand, I don't know if I guys have ever showed you this before, but if you're looking for laundry supplies, this is the place to go. First thing I got is this, let's see, how big is this? 32-ounce pack of their brand of the Oxygen Clean. You add this to your laundry, it makes everything come out really nice, and it has no bleach in it, but it basically activates the laundry detergent that you add and makes it work even better. And of course, talking about laundry detergent, I got 2 of these. Now, these are LA's Totally Awesome laundry detergent. That's the brand that they use. It actually comes from Los Angeles. It's 64 fluid ounces, and not a bad deal. It does up to 32 loads. Now, granted, you're probably never going to get 32 loads out of this, but you know, it's a good deal for $1, and it is pretty thick. If I can show you guys really quick without spilling it. I don't think there you go. I mean, you can see that it's decent quality stuff, and why pay more? I mean, to get this in a regular store, you're looking at paying $4 or $5, and this does just as good of a job. And the only other thing I have that I think you guys may be interested in, you can also buy LA's Totally Awesome Laundry Pre-Stain. Now, this is the same thing as like Shout or Spot Bot, I think they call it. Same size, and it does just as good of a job. So, literally for less than half the price, you get everything you need. Well, the rain is picking up, and so is the wind, so I'm going to be heading home right now. I'm going to end the vlog here for today because I need to spend the rest of the day helping Mom out, you know, finishing up the laundry, and basically just spending some time with the family. So, hope you guys enjoyed this. Please remember to like and subscribe, and as always, have a blessed day, everybody.